This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, October is Dyslexia Awareness Month, and we'll talk with a member of Decoding Dyslexia about her trip to Washington to talk with lawmakers. Hello everyone, I'm Ken Karen. I want to take a moment to thank you for watching FYI on SSPTV and SSPTV.com. We'll start, as always, with headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A West Hazleton man is facing drug charges after police were called to the area for the report of gunshots. 53-year-old Nixon Jacquez is facing felony drug charges after police discovered an alleged marijuana growing operation in his home on West 22nd Street yesterday. Police were originally dispatched to the area around 3:45 yesterday afternoon for a report of 5 to 10 shots being fired. Meanwhile, Hazleton police are investigating an early morning shooting. It happened between 2 and 3 a.m. this morning in the 500 block of North James Street. 2 residences were struck by the gunfire. There were no injuries reported. Anyone with information is asked to call Hazleton police by dialing 911. Firefighters from several communities responded to an alarm yesterday afternoon in the Valmont Industrial Park. The call came in around 4:30 yesterday at Grief Brothers and on JC Drive. Employees were evacuated. The plant's sprinkler system did kick in to help extinguish the fire. Multiple companies were dispatched as a precaution because it was a commercial building. An investigation is underway into the cause of an early morning fire in Hazleton. The Hazleton Fire Department responded to the alarm just before 4 a.m. Smoke was seen coming from the brick building that houses Tamarack Auto Sound. Firefighters had the flames out in less than an hour. Wyoming Street was closed during the incident. A state police fire marshal has been called to investigate the cause. A West Hazleton man has been arrested in connection with a Sunday morning armed robbery in the borough. 22-year-old Sean A. Ortiz is charged with 2 counts of robbery and other charges. He was taken into custody shortly after the robbery at Pantry Quick on Broad Street. Police say that a knife was displayed during the robbery. West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio told our media partner, the Standard Speaker, that Ortiz is a suspect in 2 other robberies at the same store. The chief says a knife was shown in all 3 robberies. Ortiz was taken to the Luzerne County Prison, unable to post $100,000 bail. And now we check out our 3rd segment of 4 in our series on dyslexia. Here's Lisa Sugar.
All this month, we are trying to shine the light on dyslexia, what it is. It is National Dyslexia Awareness Month, and Kim Plaza is a member of the organization Decoding Dyslexia PA. And Kim, you made a trip to our nation's capital for Hill Day to kind of shine the light on what dyslexia is and get help from our lawmakers.
Yes, we did. In July, myself and Allison Dreyfus-Macy, we traveled to Washington, D.C. We met with several congressmen, including our Representative Barletta, trying to push certain verbiage in our laws that will help kids with dyslexia. Right now, with the IDEA, that protects children with learning disabilities, but the problem is because there is no verbiage for specifically dyslexia, a lot of times our kids are getting overlooked.
So for a child who is dyslexic in a school district, whether it be here or anywhere, they're not being treated specifically for dyslexia?
I can't speak for every school district, but sometimes they're being overlooked because dyslexia needs to be remediated with specific specific Orton-Gillingham-based programs. These programs are regimented in such a way that dyslexic kids can understand the English language better. They're given the rules, they understand what the rules are, so that helps them learn to read. There is an act coming to our nation's capital called the READ Act, and in that act, it has specific language that will help protect kids with dyslexia so that they can get the appropriate education they need.
What was the reaction you got when you went to speak with the lawmakers?
Everybody was really, really on board with it. Representative Barletta said that he will stand behind that act and to help these kids. So we're really, really happy that we are getting the support that we need. So we're hoping that, within the next few months, this act will come up and it will be approved.
Now, this is all part of the organization Decoding Dyslexia PA. If people want to know more about dyslexia, maybe they have a child who has it, or they're thinking maybe my child has it, where do they go for information?
A good place to start is the International Dyslexia Association. They can be found online. Or you can also go to our website, which is decodingdyslexiapa.org.
Alrighty. So, local effort trying to make a difference in how dyslexia is handled and helping to make these children be able to read without difficulty. So your work is cut out for you, I believe.
I think so, but I think we're making progress, so it's always a good thing. It's a good thing.
All right, Kim will be back later in the month with more. And again, go to the website if you need more information about dyslexia.
Thanks a lot, Lisa. We'll see you again after the break. And finally, in this segment, an important reminder for those planning to attend the Hazleton Area High School bonfire. The homecoming festivities have been moved from Wednesday to Thursday, with the parade starting at 6:15 p.m. and the bonfire at 7 p.m. We'll have more on the homecoming celebration tomorrow on FYI. When we come back, see how zombies are helping FunFest 2016. And later on FYI, there's a new foreman in the mines. Check out the new #1 team in our FYI Coal Scale High School football rankings.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hi, it's Monday. I'm Christy. Welcome back to Core Fitness. I'd like to introduce you to one of my favorite people in the world, my beautiful sister, Nicole. And the reason that she's here today is because we're going to talk a little bit about bariatric surgery and what it really entails, and success story, which she absolutely is, and exercise afterward. So my sister is the middle of three, and we were always extremely active when we were little, but Nikki always had a little bit more of an issue keeping weight off. And last year she decided to change, 2 years ago, she decided to do something that would change her life and her family's life forever. So why don't you tell us about it, Nick?
So 2 years ago, May 15th, I had sleeve bariatric surgery. So it was in Allentown. Dr. Bors, hi Dr. Bors, did an awesome job. And yeah, my whole life, like Christy said, we were very active. And I just decided that it was time to take hold of my eating habits. And it was a year out before I actually had the surgery, so there was a bunch of classes and education, and
so it's not something that everyone can just jump into and decide, I'm a little bit overweight and I can have it done. The criteria is that you're either 100 pounds over your ideal weight, or that you're more than 40% of your body mass index, or more than 35% with health implications such as diabetes, respiratory issues, like that. And
yeah, it depends on the surgeon and your insurance.
And Nicole didn't, take this lightheartedly. She looked up on the doctor, she read up about it, and it really just was the best decision for her. And I'm so proud of her to say that she has accomplished this. It's a lifestyle change. It's not something that's going to fix what she had, what she had done is not going to fix the obesity problem, because it is a battle for her. She had to change her entire lifestyle. I see it in the way that she eats, the way that she cooks for her family, but she's extremely active. She's one of the best instructors that we have here at Core. She's a kick butt spinning instructor and just about everything else she can do. So how do you feel like it changed you?
I actually haven't felt this good since I was a teenager, and I have so much more energy and just a more positive outlook on life, and I just feel like I'm stronger for my kids, and it's just the most important thing.
So if that's something that you feel is right for you, definitely do your research on it, look up on your doctors, see the different types of bariatric surgery that are available out there, and you could have a success story too. See you next Monday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
The park across the street from SSPTV in downtown Hazleton is coming together. You can check that out in the foreground of this shot, and then check out the blue skies in the background. Now check out our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be mostly clear. Our low will be in the mid-30s with a light northeast wind. On the extended forecast, take a look at the next 4 days. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 51. Tuesday night, slight chance of showers before 1 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 43. On Wednesday, we will see some rain, high near 62. Wind will go up to 32 miles per hour, heavy gusts throughout the day. Wednesday night, rain with a low around 52. On Thursday, rain is likely before 8 a.m. and then a chance of showers after that. Partly sunny, high of 60 degrees. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low of 39 degrees. Friday, mostly sunny. We'll get up to 50 degrees. And on Friday night, partly cloudy. Our low will be 34. Here's that story about zombies and FunFest.
If you'd like to experience the Night of the Living Dead live and in person, then we have the event for you, a first-of-its-kind event being sponsored by FunFest. And here to tell us all about it is Kathy Cucci, the co-chair of this great event, and also Julie Ferry, who is the public relations coordinator for FunFest. Kathy, I'm going to start with you. Night of the Living Dead, a costume contest, buffet, and movie. This sounds great. How did this idea come to pass?
We wanted to do a fall fundraiser for FunFest, and Halloween is in the fall, so we thought, why not do something unique? And this is really unique. It's going to be held on Friday, October 30th at the Cinema Draft House. And it's going to be a costume contest with cash prizes, a wonderful ghoulish buffet, and a screening of Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, that sounds like a fun event. So is everybody supposed to come all dressed up?
Well, if you don't want to come in costume, we're certainly not going to turn you away. You can come dressed as a zombie or whatever character you'd like to be dressed as that day.
Wow. Well, this sounds really exciting and different. So, Julie, it's really important that you guys have events like this because this helps make FunFest possible.
Absolutely. In addition to all of the sponsors, such as SSPTV that help us to put on the event when it happens, we do also host fundraisers all year long to raise the money that we need to keep this event free and open for everyone's family to come and enjoy every year. And our fundraisers that we hold during the year are just a small part of that.
There's a lot of expenses associated with FunFest.
Absolutely. People don't really realize all of the expense that goes into hosting a free 2-day event such as we do. So it's very important that we show the community that not only do we look for the sponsorship dollars to host the event, but that we're out there on our own looking to raise money by ourselves as well.
Well, I think it's really cool that you're having another fun event to benefit another fun event. So this is really great. So Kathy, if they're saying, I want to come, how do they get tickets? What do they have to do?
Well, they can contact the Chamber of Commerce, and they can also buy tickets at the Cinema Draft House. They're on sale for $20 prior to October 26th. After October 26th and at the door, the tickets will be $25.
All right. Well, this is a really fun event, so we hope that you'll come out and support it. You'll have a great time for Halloween, and you'll be helping out a great cause, which is FunFest. Again, it's all taking place October 30th at the Cinema and Draft House in West Hazleton, so get your tickets today.
Once again, thank you, Lisa. That's going to be a great event. There's a trailer for the event on FunFest's Facebook page, so check that out. Now your Pennsylvania winning lottery numbers. Midday winning lottery numbers: pick 2, 5, 6, pick 3, 391, pick 4, 7544, and pick 5, 17027. Your lottery numbers on FYI are brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency. They have 2 locations to serve you, one in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue and the other one in Nescapec on Broad Street. You can call Boyer in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683. The high school football Coal Scale, plus we'll have some playoff schedules for the other sports coming up in sports.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
There's a new team sitting on top of the high school football coal pile. Let's see who's made some moves on our Week 8 high school football coal scale. In the lignite grade, we have one team. It's Shenandoah Valley. The Blue Devils lost to an unbeaten Heighton team, but once again they played with heart. Head coach Kevin Belinsky says it's the most proud he's been of his team after a loss after this game. Ian McCall passed for 185 yards in that loss for Shenandoah. These teams are smoking in the bituminous grade, just waiting to catch fire. Hazleton area lost big to a very good Wyoming Valley West team. Head coach Mike Brennan says the game was closer than it was and that his kids played hard. Tristan Williams nailed a 28-yard field goal to get the Big HA on the board. And Tamaqua, they topped the bituminous grade still. Their offense was held in check by Blue Mountain. However, they did hang in there with the one-loss Eagles. Zeke Wassel had 3 catches for 54 yards for the Blue Raiders. To our top grade, the anthracite grade, here's our hottest local teams. North Schuylkill holds strong at number 3 in this grade. The Spartans lost to the unbeaten Olympians of Jim Thorpe. North Schuylkill drove into Jim Thorpe territory near the end of the game, but failed on a Hail Mary attempt. The loss snaps a 2-game Spartan winning streak. So get this, North Schuylkill beat Marion to knock the Colts out of the top spot this season. Then Monoy area beat North Schuylkill to take over number 1. And in week 8, Marion beat the Golden Bears, and they are back where they started at the top of the Cole scale rankings. Hunter Noss had 3 touchdowns, including a 90-yard kickoff return to the house for Marion. The Colts head coach Stan DeCoste says his offensive line has come up big the past 2 weeks as the Colts have won 2 straight. Marion's defense did a good job of stopping a high-powered Golden Bear attack. However, Mason Ryan did rush for 112 yards. There's 2 weeks left before we stop mining for the year. We'll see if the Colts can hang out on top. Now here's our FYI standard speaker scoreboard. We're going to talk about the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins. They seem to be enjoying themselves with 2 more wins this weekend. They improved to 5-1 in the AHL this year. They have 2 home games this weekend against Springfield and Binghamton. While the AHL is just getting started, it's the postseason for a lot of our fall sports teams locally. The Hazleton area tennis doubles team of Lily Nowak and Stephanie Mazurk lost on Friday to the number 1 seeded team from Williamsport out of District 4 in the sub-regional final. They played today for the District 2 championship, and you may want to look up the band Queen on your favorite music streaming service because they are the champions. Well, not Queen, but the team from Hazleton area. Congrats to them. We'll try to get the 2 girls on FYI ASAP to talk about their victory. The Penn State Hazleton soccer team will open up the Penn State University Athletic Conference playoffs at home against Penn State Wilkes-Barre on Tuesday. The local Lions beat Wilkes-Barre 5-0 earlier this year. The Hazleton area Lady Cougar field hockey team is up against Wyoming Valley West at home this Thursday in the District 2 AAA semifinals. The team split their regular season series. Hazleton area and Valley West will also meet up in the first round of the District 2 AAA girls soccer tournament. Valley West swept the Lady Cougars this year. The Hazleton area boys soccer team is at Abington Heights in the AAA District 2 tournament. MMI is at Wyoming Seminary in the Single A tournament. And this Thursday, the Mono area girls volleyball team will play and open up the tournament against Minersville in District 11 Single A. Marion is the number 1 seed in this tournament. They get a bye. They'll play the winner of Salem Catholic and Tri-Valley next Tuesday. Now, Ron Marchetti, he's so excited about the Major League Soccer playoffs, I even printed him out a bracket. I have the Seattle Sounders winning it all. Honestly, he doesn't care, but he does have short shots.
Going to Kansas City, here I come. Oh, I hate that song with a passion. Would you believe this is the last Monday in October? Hi, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Treats. Because of horrendous weather conditions on this day in 1965, exactly 50 years ago, the Packers and Cowboys combined for an NFL record low minus 11 yards passing in a game at County Stadium in Milwaukee. With Bart Starr, quarterback, Green Bay had minus 10 yards passing, and the Cowboys had minus 1, with Craig Morton calling the signals. Despite just 63 yards in total offense, the Packers won 13-3 with the help of 5 Dallas turnovers. On this day, exactly 30 years ago in 1985, just 3 outs away from the World Championship, the Cardinals lost a controversial 2-1 decision to the Royals in Kansas City in Game 6 of the World Series. St. Louis scored a run in the 8th and entered the 9th with a 1-0 lead, but on a leadoff bouncer at the first, Jack Clark flipped to pitcher Todd Worrell. However, in an inexplicable call, the umpire called the runner safe. Mother of God, replay show that the call was wrong. He was out by a mile. Then Steve Balboni singled after a freebie when Clark and catcher Darryl Porter allowed an easy pop to fall to the turf in foul territory. A walk to Hal McRae before pinch hitter Dale Lorik's 2-run single sealed the victory for the Royals. Then on the next day, same World Series, still seething over their Game 6 loss, the Cardinals lost Game 7, 11-0, right here to the Royals in Kansas City. It was over in a hurry as the Royals scored 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and 6 in the fifth Brett Saberhagen pitched the shutout. Kansas City trailed 3-1 in both the ALCS and the World Series before rallying to win both. The ALCS victory came at the expense of the Toronto Blue Jays. And finally, 20 years ago in 1985, the Atlanta Braves clinched the World Championship, defeating the Cleveland Indians 1-0 in Game 6 of the World Series at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. David Justice hit a home run in the second, and the run held up for the victory, which gave the franchise its first World Series title since 1957, when it was located in Milwaukee. Tom Glavine, 8 innings, and Mark Wohlers 1 inning combined on a 1-hit shutout. And speaking of World Series, the KC Royals and the New York Mets open it tomorrow night in Kansas City. If it goes 7, the deciding game would be played on Election Day night, November 2nd. Mother of God. Totally ridiculous. Till Friday. Be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. Happy birthday to Patricia Reno of Coxville Beaver Meadows. Love from your family and friends. In our Talk of the Town report, the Laurel Mall will be hosting Malloween Wednesday, October 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. They're having complimentary photos with a costume parade beginning at 5:30. DJ John will provide entertainment with Halloween-themed music, plus stores will be handing out candy, coupons, and other treats to make it a fantastic night. Our next announcement, Cunning United Methodist Church, 411 Main Street, will be holding a Christmas Bazaar November 7th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're having a basket auction, attic treasures, jewelry, bake sale, crafts, and plenty of homemade food. For info, call 570-788-3960. And finally, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, be having a pierogi and halushki sale Friday, October 30th from 10 a.m. to 5:30. Please call ahead to secure your order, 570-929-2179. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Michael B. Urin of Freeland, the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Catherine D. Matz, formerly of Freeland, the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. And Dr. Robert B. Wenner of Hazel Township. Funeral is Wednesday at 11 a.m. from the Rosenstock Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Donna McCarthy of Pottsville. Donna, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Lisa Sugar went off about this past weekend's NASCAR race in the newsroom today. I had no idea what she was talking about, so I phoned a friend, local motorsport journalist Dino Alberto, and he's coming in to talk all about it. You'll hear that tomorrow in the FYI Fast Lane. Until then, take it easy, everyone.
Burger Cadillac, Hazleton. Drive with experience.